What is up? This is Down Lane. Today we're going to be doing a quest called The Letter. This is going to be a lot of fun, especially because we're using our awesome hero Yasuo. As far as these level ups, I think they're all pretty good, but we pretty much have that already. Where you stun the strongest enemy when the round starts. So we're going to do a reroll. This one's a good one too, but I'm not a huge fan of... I like that one because you basically get your mana restored the first time you use a spell, but we're not always using a spell, so I'd rather have something like a power-up that actually takes effect every single round. So we're going to do a reroll, and hopefully we get something good. Let's do one more time. Okay, so for here, so cards you draw cost one less this round. That's definitely a great one. This one is an awesome one, so I think that one's going to be the best one we could pick. When you summon an ally, give it a +1/1. I think this one is still going to be the best one because whenever we stun someone or recall someone, he's going to be able to do twice the amount of damage, and also he's going to level up twice as fast. So I would definitely pick this one over any other power-ups. That's actually probably one of the best power-ups in the entire game, I would say. So the first boss is going to be pretty easy, I would say. We've pretty much fought against her before, and it looks like she has the exact same power-up. When the foe attacks, they summon a random... Well, actually, that's a little bit different, but it still should be overall a pretty easy one. And I really like the power-ups that we've gotten so far from leveling up. Like this one, which is one of the first ones we got, where you actually stun the enemy. You stun the strongest enemy every round. And it looks like we have some incredible cards already drawn in the right off the bat. So I'm going to just mulligan one, and that's going to be Yanni because he just costs too much to have in your sort of starting draw. And I'm going to use this dude. I'm going to just do impact this time. And the main reason why is because that was a 1/1 Poro. It wasn't very powerful, so he's only losing 1 health. And now we're going to attack. That's pretty cool. So that one's elusive. We're going to attack, and then we'll summon the Fey Bladed Whirler. So that next round, the Fey Bladed Whirler can increase its attack when the enemy gets stunned. And let's end this round. The nice thing is that we also have this in our hand. So if they do decide to attack, and we want to like spare one of these opponents or spare one of these users, then we can definitely use that stun. But we're going to use this right now so that we can stun her, and this one's going to probably level up twice, which is going to be awesome. So you'll see, yeah, so it went from 1 to 3 to 3 to 3. And let's also summon this one. So that one actually didn't level up twice because it only, the power up that we got only applies for slow spells. We have a lot of fast spells, but still overall I would say that that power up is phenomenal, even though it only works for slow spells. What I'm going to do is block with this one, make sure to defeat that one, and then I'm going to just probably sacrifice this one right here.
Now we've got the upper hand.
And now we're going to play our hero. Oh, nice. That's a really good spell that they just did. So they're going to capture. And, I mean, it's not that unfortunate for us because we have our hero. And at least our hero is going to be doing damage every single round to the enemy that is stunned. And it looks like we only have about one more, so this round and then round 6, and then we'll win the game. And let's stun probably this one, because it's an elusive unit. And what I would like to do is just basically have them sacrifice each other. That is a really good effect that card had. So when it plunders, so whenever it deals damage to the Nexus, you get 3 health to all your allies in the Nexus. What I'm going to do is summon this one. And next round, we're going to do attack, and we should win because we'll be facing only one enemy.
I follow only one path, my own. I face my fate, your
And the nice thing is that since Yasuo has that power up, this guy couldn't even defend against them because they're both elusive.
one step closer to redemption.
So starting out, I think we did a really good job of picking up that power. It's definitely going to help us later on in this quest. And as far as the match, it went really well. It was great that we got our hero because we're able to eliminate 3 units just by his ability. So what I would like to do is actually play probably this one. I really like that you have that burst spell. That actually is a default spell that is fleeting every single round if you use Lee Sin. That one comes in really handy to save your units. And let's see what kind of hero we're going to get. This is going to be so pivotal in this quest. So I don't think I would do Teemo because he just plants a lot of poison puff caps, which are great, but I feel like I would want someone who's has a lot of like abilities already, and it's just more like an overpower or a damage type person. And this one is a good one too, but I still feel that I would not do that because this one just summons tech, which is really, really cool. Some of the tech is very, very powerful, like the T-Rex one you see there. But I think the one I will pick is going to be Gangplank. Gangplank is actually the boss that we're going to fight in this quest letter. And he's a pretty decent one. I really like that he summons a lot of these power kegs, which can deal damage to the Nexus or to other opponents when you use this one. Deal 1 to all enemies and to the enemy Nexus. So we're going to pick him as our hero, and then we're going to go to the place that we can buy stuff. So this one's just a random place. I think you can maybe buy a power-up or something like that, but it's not an actual shop. What we're going to do is go down here, fight her, and then we'll actually go there since there's no shop available. And so this one, she has a power up that the foe has a 50% chance to create a Lucky Find in hand. Lucky Find is really nice because it summons 3 random cards and it gives them the 0 cost. And those cards are generally way more powerful than the mana that is spent to actually cast the Lucky Find. So let's definitely fight this battle. And I mean, this one's pretty good because I believe that power up is going to help both her and me. So it's not going to really make her stronger in any way. So as far as these cards, I'm going to mulligan a couple of them just so that I can hopefully get a better card, because all we need right now is a good basic unit that we can deploy, and that's going to be the one. We're probably going to just equip him with barrier again, but since they have the attack token first, we'll see if we want to equip in a barrier or have it have impact. Okay, so they decided not to do anything. I'm going to... And I like that. That's an incredible card that you get with Gangplank, where you deal 1 to the enemy Nexus. So we're going to use this, and we're just going to do Impact, and then next turn. And the nice thing is that the really nice thing that I think about Impact is it basically is a Nexus Strike. So you deal way more damage every single turn when you have that. And as far as these are all really good power-ups, but I would rather do Quick Attack, even though this Fade does not have a great attack, but I still think it could be pretty decent when we're choosing or when we're attacking. So let's do a quick attack, and this one will probably come in handy to save one of our allies. And let's summon this one, the Fey. I always have a hard time pronouncing that one. The Fey Bladed Whirler. And let's end the round. And let's actually use this one right away, so we can get one more unit out on the field and they can't attack. I mean, they could attack, but they probably wouldn't be likely to. But I think since they have the ephemeral Sand Soldier, they will definitely attack with that one. And nice, they did a great job because they gave us vulnerable. I'm going to defend against with that one. And then next turn we should easily be able to defeat her when we attack because we have quick attack. Oh, I guess they decided not to attack because they're stunned.
I'm ready to get bloody.
And let's deploy our awesome hero Yasuo. And what will happen is we'll use this, like, especially on our hero if we need to, when they're going to attack or something like that. If they give our hero vulnerable, or just if they have a lot of units and we have to use all our units to defend. So right now I'm going to just resolve that. So it looks like they're going to try to attack again with their sandstone person. So what I'm going to do is actually summon Gangplank, because we don't really need to defend right now. With him we can stun with that awesome fast spell. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to stun this one so that we deal direct damage to him, and then I'm going to use him to sort of sacrifice himself against the ephemeral unit. Nice. That is so much fun. That's one of the reasons why this hero is one of the most powerful, I would say, in Legends of Runeterra. What I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stun that one. I'm going to just play this to recall them, and then he's going to attack, and then we'll actually do an attack. And I'm going to increase his defense by 3. And I'll probably do it one more time, just so that he takes no damage. Ooh, that was good. And let's go with this attack. So they only have 5 left for their Nexus. We're in, I would say, even though we lost Yasuo, we're in very good shape to win this in the next couple of rounds. And because of the trend they've been doing recently, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait. I'm going to play her first, and then if they decide to play another Sand Soldier, I'm going to grant this one barrier. And let's deploy this one first and just see what they end up doing.
They'll never see me coming. Sun's beneath me and wind's behind me.
And let's actually give, yeah, we'll give this one barrier just to be safe.
You got caught.
Go get the shiny devil.
Watch me.
And let's use him against her so that we can defeat her. And we'll have, I guess, next round 3 against 1. And so that will pretty much put the icing on the cake.
I will play my part.
And even right before the end, we got our hero, our support champion, to level up. That's really nice. Overall, that was a good second game. We did lose a tiny bit of health because we were at 29 the game before, but I think we did pretty well, especially adapting after our hero got killed. And then to save our support champion Gangplank, we used a lot of those enchantments to increase his defense. The only thing we could have done is increase his defense and then anticipated that they might have gone after Yasuo and increased his defense as well, rather than using 2 of those on Gangplank. But that was pretty good overall. So this one is an interesting one. So this one does +4 damage. So you deal 1 to an enemy and then stun it. So I would assume the enemy that you attack, you deal 4 damage to it. So that one's a really good one. The other ones I think are pretty good as well. So create a Shadow Fiend in hand. That one's a good one too, but he really doesn't have a good enough stat to really think that tough would be necessary, or that you'd want to equip on that one. I would definitely just go with this one. It's good to have a card that you can automatically deal damage to an enemy. And also it helps because it stuns them as well, so it's going to even help with Yasuo leveling up. So let's go here. We're going to avoid the healing because I don't think we need it since we're at 26 health. And then we're going to probably, this one I really like, summon a, or sorry, this one, it is basically Lee Sin's leveled up move. So you, when you attack someone, you deal damage to them, and it's like you kick them into the enemy nexus. So it's a really, really cool move. The other ones, this one I think is going to be better for the deck that we have. This one's a really good one too. So if you have a 5 plus power ally, kill all units with 4 or less power. So we don't have a ton of units that have 5 plus power. The ones that we do are going to be like Yone, which is a level 7 cost, and then there's a couple others, but I would say this one actually is going to be the best one for the deck. This one's a great one, but this one's going to level up Yasuo a good deal, and then we at least get Poro. So if we're really needing to defend against a lot of units, we can stun too, and then we get a Poro, and that's going to help out a ton. So right now we're going to actually wait to do the Rock Hopper match, but we're going to just look at the power up real quick. So when a foe gets attacked or gets the attack token, they summon a Rolling Sand. So Rolling Sands actually, I believe, summons the Ephemeral Sand Soldier. That was a 5-2, or maybe it's just a 2-2. But that should be an easy one if it's anything like the last 2 battles that we've had. But overall, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please stay tuned for episode number 2 of the quest, The Letter. Thank you so much. Goodbye.